want general stability in your building structure? Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented or submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
It's Friday. Yes, it is. It's Hot Topic Friday. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, today with Cachet. So, as I was saying yesterday, we had an amazing guest on. We had Tammy Gandareles with Studio G Interiors. And look what she gave me. She gave me this amazing gift. And if you become a client, you get one. And I got one. And so now this is going to be my new coffee mug. Everybody always knows how I'm always talking about my coffee. She must have known my habit. So here I am. And this is so cute. It's my new little, so it's designing. Okay. So anyway, so to build upon that, we wanted to the second part series is talking about what's trending here in the real estate market. And I have the amazing Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany McPherson.
Hi.
With RE/MAX, specifically the Cedar Group.
Yes.
Shout out to Allie and Mike. Hey, here she is. So welcome this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So what a hot topic, right? I figured,
Yes.
I had not talked about the real estate yet as a hot topic on my show, and I thought, oh my God, what am I not done? So welcome this morning. So tell everyone a little bit about, I always try to say how we met first, but I think last time, were we having cocktails somewhere?
Yes.
Where were we?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, we tend to run into each other and have a good time.
And whether it's in Texas or somewhere else, right?
Absolutely.
So anyway, tell everyone a little bit about who you are and your background.
So my name is Tiffany, and I work at RE/MAX. I've actually been in real estate for almost 20 years.
That's crazy.
Wow. Started when I was young and loved it, got into it, and it's been really good to me. It's very exciting. It changes. It's never the same day, for sure.
Okay.
And the Woodlands is obviously a very great place to be. So
Sure. And you moved here. What's your story? How did you get to the Woodlands?
So I'm a native Houstonian.
Okay.
I had family in the Woodlands.
Okay.
I would come and see my nieces and nephews, and I loved what the Woodlands offered.
Sure.
So I moved here about 10 years ago.
Okay, so you've been here roughly around the same time I have. Okay.
Yes.
So, the big question is what's trending? I mean, I think we're going to do this as a 3-part series, which is amazing. So we'll be covering this for the next 3 Fridays, but literally, I mean, the trends, what's going on? I mean, what's happening with the real estate market right now?
So as far as trends, we're experiencing a hotter real estate market than our weather, which is a great
That's
thing.
Crazy. Okay.
It's a great thing,
Yeah.
but we're seeing as our land kind of disappears and we're getting close to build out in the Woodlands, we're seeing different trends. So
Which
it used
means
to be
build out, like there's going to be no more land to build houses.
Yes,
Is that
so
correct?
there will be less land directly in the Woodlands. So people are either moving out
Okay.
or further away, or they're having to redo the homes that they can find that are in the location that they want, which is kind of unique.
So some of the more mature neighborhoods here in the Woodlands, you could go, I noticed a lot of people go get lots and then
Yes.
say, hey, I want to tear this house down.
Yes.
And then, because this is an amazing area, but rebuild means
Yes,
something else.
or remodel it. And then the other option is where there is land, it's becoming more densely populated. So you're seeing more like leisurely lifestyle neighborhoods
Yeah.
where they kind of have a lock and leave option because the land is limited, they're building up.
Yeah.
So that's unique that we're seeing that in a suburban neighborhood.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
I noticed just right across the entrance to East Shore, they've just cleared the way for a whole new, I'm assuming 3-story development that I was out of town for a while and then I come back and I mean, it's booming.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure those will go very quickly because people want to be what they're now calling
the
downtown center of the Woodlands.
This is it. We've got a downtown here in the Woodlands, which is probably one of the most hottest spots now to get. And
Absolutely.
we can talk a little bit. We'll go to commercial real quick, but when we come back, we can talk more into a little bit about what's going on here in this Woodlands.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Sounds
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirisfloral.com and barbsirisfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
There's a special place in the Woodlands where you can feel comfortable opening your business. We are located at 10210 Grogan's Mill Road. Our building has a unique Vedic architectural design with landscape grounds and lakeside views, on-site management, and maintenance. We also provide free Wi-Fi and the opportunity to promote your business on 91.1 FM The Boss. This wonderful location is near the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, and just minutes from Bush Intercontinental Airport. 10210 Grogan's Mill Road, the only social media building in the Woodlands. Don't delay. Schedule a tour today by calling 713-777-7368.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
This is E.L. Crane of Real Estate U here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 91.1 FM The Boss. Remember, that's Real Estate U. Insightful, informative, and a little humor tossed in. Real Estate U, listening live, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each and every Saturday at 91.1 The Boss.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Installation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam installation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
For any maintenance needs on your commercial or personal vehicle, EVG Lawn Store Service specializes on European, Asian, and domestic vehicles. We can assist you with wheel alignments, tire balance, AC services, computer and electric diagnostic, and more. We're located at corner of 1230 Aldine Mail Route and Reeston Road in Houston 77039. Our phone number is 936-344-1672, or you can find us on our webpage www.evglss.com. EVG Lawn Star. If it's got wheels, we can fix it.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Cachet. Yes, it is. It's Friday Hot Topic, and we've got the amazing Tiffany McPherson in the studio, and we're talking all about houses and what's trending in the market right now. So we were talking a little bit about, it's booming here. And, some of the people always say, was it booming? Is it in a slow right now? I think the Woodlands stays pretty steady, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Even in considering a slow time, it's still pretty steady compared to the other
it typically slows off in this time of year, but this year it has not.
Oh, wow.
We're experiencing a very high market right now where people are listing, homes are selling, they're still going under contract.
You've got a closing to go to after this, don't you?
I sure do.
I mean, hey, I had to pull her out. I'm like, can I please? How do you get a real estate agent and who says I'll do it? But she did it, so I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
But so let's talk about what type of, we're talking trends, and we're talking, What are you seeing mostly? Is it people that are relocating to the Woodlands, or is it people that have already lived here for a number of years and say, hey, I want another house here? What are you seeing trending a lot in buying?
So we have both in our market. We are very fortunate that we have so many jobs and corporations here locally that does attract a large number of relocation buyers. So that helps generate a lot of activity in our marketplace. But what that also does is give the buyers that are here that want to do something different, it gives them the possibility to sell their home and then move to where they want to be to create whatever lifestyle they're looking for.
Sounds great. And is it this? Is it, hey, I want to build from scratch, I want to just from the dirt up? Are you seeing mostly that? Or are you seeing, hey, I see this house that's already built over here, I want that? Or, you know what, I need to just go buy one that's already ready to go, modeled, and I'm in. What are you seeing mostly?
Well, we have limited new construction options right now. So there are some left, and the people that want that new construction, they're going for that because they know they have limited options.
There's one of yours right there.
So that is actually a home that's going to be fixed up a little bit.
Beautiful.
It's about 10 years old, and it has 10-year-old colors and different things like that. So they're bringing in a interior designer.
Hello, Tammy.
I know, right? That's going to change the color scheme. And really, you've got two things. You can look for new construction, or you can look for a home that you can put your imagination and create what you're looking for. And in our market, you have to be open to that because you might not find exactly what you're looking for when you walk in the door, but there's a lot of opportunities to create what you're looking for.
So someone out there listening right now who is pacing back and forth and having multiple dinner conversations about, should we list our house? Is it the right time? Where do I go? You know, how do people get past that when they know they want to make a move? They're not sure if it's the right time. What do they do? What would you suggest?
So people ask us all the time, should I only list in the spring? Well, there's pros and cons. If you list in the fall, you have less competition. There's less other listings, so the buyers that are looking don't have as many homes to choose from. And a lot of people want to be in before the holidays. And then, you know, if you do list in the spring, if you need that time period to get your home ready, and you list in the spring, obviously there's a huge influx of people that come in because they want to move when school is out. Even people that don't have kids know that they're going to be people moving in that time frame. So you have a little bit of both there.
Okay. And then what about, I know a lot of things, you know, okay, I want everything, right? I want the house that costs $100 million, that has 100 bedrooms, and, you know, not literally everyone, I'm just joking. But the point is, what would you say to someone out there we live in a wonderful community? And obviously the Woodlands is an area that most people, when they come here, if they haven't already heard about it, fall in love. And they want to live this lifestyle. What is the affordability like for people? What would you say to someone who says, I really want to get there. I may not have found the job to relocate yet, but that's an area I want to raise my kids or I want to get there. How should they open their minds and how should they begin their search?
Well, the Woodlands has different price ranges. So really, if you're looking in, you know, 200 to 2 million, you can find something. You just have to be open to it. Do you want to be in the front? Is your priority being the convenience? The homes in the front are older, with the exception of the denser populated new construction where you have the 2 and 3 story living options. Other than that, you know, maybe you want something that's slightly newer, moving towards the back. Some of those still need updating nowadays. So really, you just have to be open, and you do find listings every once in a while that are perfect 100%, but I kind of like the ones that you can put your own
Well, you brought out a great point. We were talking about interior decorating. You know, you've always heard the stories, or the statement I've heard for years, it's not how big it is, it's how well you decorate it, and it's how well it looks. What would you say to someone? I mean, isn't that a key element to...
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you can create a space and a lifestyle in any home. And really, if you're in the neighborhood, if you're in the location, you have the amenities around you, the restaurants, the shops, the lifestyle, the schools, everything that you want, you can make the interior anything, you know, that reflects you and your lifestyle.
Right. And what should someone expect in a timeline? Let's say they're starting their search. Can they expect to buy the house in one day, or what's a realistic time frame, and what type of expectations when they're out there searching? It may take 20 houses. It may take, I mean, you know, what's it like looking?
I mean, you have to, it's different for every buyer, but sometimes they're looking for that perfect home and they don't find it. And occasionally they'll bypass the home that really could have worked. And sometimes then they go back to it and it's already gone. So they have to be open to being ready to make that decision when they do find a home. Because we do have a hot market,
they also
even
have
in
to
slower
lean
times.
On your advice a little bit.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of times what happens, you brought at a very good point, is if you see a house and you know it's what you want, don't pace too long.
No, you don't want to skip over that house. There's still good opportunities. Interest rates are low. It's a good time for buyers.
Okay.
But it's also a good time for sellers. It's a very fair, balanced market.
Sure.
So
that's good in other words, if you see it, you know you want it, align yourself and go ahead and get it because it may not be there.
Absolutely.
And especially in this area in which we live.
Yes.
Is there an area particular in the Woodlands that's in more demand? Is it the downtown you were saying? Or is it, we've got Creekside, we've got...
Creekside still has new construction,
Okay.
so there are people that want that. The closer to the front really is
It
the
is the
highest
one.
demand population, with the exception of the people that really need that bigger yard, bigger
Okay.
house.
Okay.
But really where we're seeing the highest demand and the trend is
Okay.
moving forward, closer
Really?
to the front of the Woodlands.
Okay, and so with that's why the higher density is coming up.
Yes.
We're going to take a quick commercial. When we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about high rises and condos and what's maybe happening and trending in that arena as well.
Okay.
So we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirisfloral.com and barbsirisfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
There's a special place in the Woodlands where you can feel comfortable opening your business. We are located at 10210 Grogan's Mill Road. Our building has a unique Vedic architectural design with landscape grounds and lakeside views, on-site management, and maintenance. We also provide free Wi-Fi and the opportunity to promote your business on 91.1 FM The Boss. This wonderful location is near the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, and just minutes from Bush Intercontinental Airport. 10210 Grogan's Mill Road, the only social media building in the Woodlands. Don't delay. Schedule a tour today by calling 713-777-7368.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
This is E.L. Crane of Real Estate U here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 91.1 FM The Boss. Remember, that's Real Estate U. Insightful, informative, and a little humor tossed in. Real Estate U, listening live, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each and every Saturday at 91.1 The Boss.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Insulation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam insulation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
For any maintenance needs on your commercial or personal vehicle, EVG Lonsdale Service specializes on European, Asian, and domestic vehicles. We can assist you with wheel alignments, tire balance, AC services, computer and electric diagnostic, and more. We're located at corner of 1230 Aldine Mail Route and Reeston Road in Houston 77039. Our phone number is 936-344-1672, or you can find us on our webpage www.evglss.com. EVG Lone Star. If it's got wheels, we can fix it.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Cachet. It's Friday. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, and we're talking all about real estate, something I love to talk about. Yesterday was all interior designing, and today is talking about houses. And I have the amazing Tiffany McPherson in the studio to help me with that. So we were talking briefly, I was mentioning about the high rise, because you were saying high density, and now that we're a big city. So we've got a couple, I guess, kind of high-rise, mid-rises.
Mid-rises.
Yeah.
We have some waterway, near the waterway. Yeah. We have some lofts, things like that.
So people are interested in that
as
well.
And it's definitely that question, will we get those high-rises? Will we have that? Yeah. I think that we will see that in the future, especially with the population growth.
Sure, as it's growing. Okay, now we're going to talk about one of my favorite neighborhoods, because East Shore, I live there. And so, I was one of those individuals who did say, I want to lock and go. And so I found an amazing builder who I love, Pelican.
Yes.
Pelican Builders, love those guys. We love you. And they built my home from scratch, literally from dirt up. And it was like you're talking about. I mean, how hot the market was. I'd listed my house, and I was like, I'm not sure if I want to, and got a buyer, offered cash, wanted it in 2 weeks, and it was like that. I mean, what is really happening in that East Shore and, with different builders?
Well, it's the desirability of being close and having that lock and leave, the lifestyle, still having the luxurious finishes, the high-end finishes within the home, but being able to be where you want to be.
Sure.
And, being able to have outdoor living, in the neighborhood, the garden district, all of those things.
You can take the little waterway, I love it, over to Hughes Landing. I mean, it's a perfect little jump on the trolley.
It really is.
Yeah.
And so they've had success there, and Pelican Builders.
You know them quite well,
yes,
don't you?
So Mike Cedar and I work with them, and where they've had success in East Shore, they replicated that.
Got it.
In newer communities that are also very close by, but they have new products where they have a master down, which hasn't been offered before, because when you're limited on land, you're not always able to do that.
Oh, they do now?
So now they have that.
Because I said that when I had mine. I said, I wanted my master down. Okay.
So that's something that's been neat for them to create and see that come together. So you can still have that option. And then their price point, East Shore, obviously beautiful community, but you start at a higher price point. These new developments, Boulevard Green, Woodmill Creek by Pelican, they start at $398.
Wow.
And go into that mid $500, but it gives you some different options.
Look
low
at Pelican.
taxes.
They've got it down, don't they?
Yes.
And they do a lot up in Houston as well. I
Absolutely.
mean, he has done a lot of different things.
They've been around for over 30 years.
Yes,
so.
yes. Well, let's talk a little bit about some of your listings. I mean, so I was going, literally, I have to say yesterday, Facebook is something else. I was driving somewhere and I was thinking about lunch, and then I saw, Abby put this picture up of her open house. I saw this on, and I thought, oh, that is so cute. Can I just walk in? Look how pretty that is.
Absolutely. Everybody's always welcome.
So you had an amazing open house on one of your listings yesterday.
So we try to do things different. We're going to bribe the realtors to come out and see the listings. So I like to do that with food and wine. What better way to do that?
Hello.
And basically, we get them to come out. We get them to view the home, whatever neighborhood it is, and we show them what the home really has to offer.
Right. Because you don't know till you go.
Yes.
I mean, this is one of your. Is that the one that was?
That was the one that I held open, and I will tell you, realtors say this never happened.
Okay.
But I got a buyer that came in.
Oh my God!
And
congratulations!
She wanted the house. I had other realtors there too that were previewing it for their clients.
Sure.
And she was very anxious
so
to
are
get
y'all
the deal
listening?
done.
It sounds like you need Tiffany to list your home and to have an open house, and it sells. I mean, that's what you're saying.
Hey,
I mean, that's what happened. So I'm only going to go by what happened.
People say they don't work. I believe all of the things that you do work, preparing the home, getting the right people, realtors and buyers there, and all of it put together, it does work.
Wow. So talk about how, if someone wants to reach out. I mean, you're hearing this out there, you're listening. She's telling you it's time to go ahead and list it. Go ahead and move forward. You see her personality. She's fun. And you're going to get a listing. Your house sold pretty quickly. How do they reach out to you?
So you can reach me on my cell phone, which is 713-594-9639, or by email, which is Tiffany@propertiesbytiffany.com. I do work at RE/MAX right here in the Woodlands.
Let alone, and you're aligned with the Cedar Group, which is one of the top real estate, in the nation?
Yeah, well, we're number one for the state.
Okay.
And Mike's been ranked number one individually for the nation years before. But they're the best in the business. We learn from each other.
Sure.
We share and network our buyers and sellers, and it's just a great place to be. So all of our services we're able to offer to our clients, and it's a win-win for everybody.
Okay. And so when they call you, they can expect you'll probably meet them and kind of walk through what would that be like?
When listing a home,
Yeah.
I really do think about things a little differently than the average realtor. I ask them, the sellers, to do the hard work. We may have to change some things in the house, whatever we need to do to make it appealing, because it's a business now. Your
Sure.
home is going to be for sale.
Separate.
Yeah, you have to separate the emotional part of it, and I'll bring an interior designer or a stager in,
Okay.
and that they'll agree with me, and sometimes it's just moving a few things. Sometimes we have to paint or do things like that, but every time we do that,
Yeah.
we have had success, and my sellers will tell you
Right.
that it was worth whatever they had to do to get their home sold, because in the long run, they sell it quicker and they don't have to have their house on the market.
No, I
for so
totally
long.
agree with you. My first house was that way. The staging was key. The rolling of the towels, the music playing, it makes all the difference. Because you think about when you walk in a place, how do you
Yeah.
want to feel?
Like it's a brand new model home, and that's what we try to create.
Sure.
And so whether it's for a builder or regular seller, we make sure that it looks the way the buyer is going to want when they walk in the door. They're going to love every part of that house.
Sure. And let me ask a different question for people. So, okay, this is all great. You want your house. You found your house. You've got the price point. How important is it to have the pre-approvals before? And how important is that? However, I know I'm probably going to make her start singing to the choir right about now. But
No, it's
how important do y'all want that?
It's very
expect
important.
that? Yeah.
It's very important. And I align myself with people in the business.
Sure.
Cherry Creek Mortgage, Jason
Okay.
Hyams, right here at Market Street. And if I've got a buyer that's really unsure what their taxes are going to be, what their
Sure.
payment's going to be, how much should they put down, even if they have the money, is it best to put more down or less down? They give them that financial advice, and absolutely that is the number one place to start when you're going to buy a home.
Sure.
Even if it's a year out,
Yeah.
because you know what your goal is.
Sure.
And you can work towards that.
Because it's kind of like you don't want to go look at all this, waste everybody's time, and say this is the house I want, and the numbers don't make sense.
Absolutely.
Because then you have to start the process over again.
Yes.
And I'm sure you've run into that many.
Yeah, and taxes vary in our area from
Okay.
one neighborhood to the other.
Okay.
The Woodlands has a township tax, but they don't have an HOA. Other neighborhoods have HOAs.
Okay.
All of those things, it's important to know up front.
Sure. Sure.
So-
And when people are wanting to list their home, what is there a process that you would say, or steps that from hey, we know you got to get it staged, and we know, but are there some things they need to do from a financial perspective as well, to put a couple of little tips that they need to get themselves in order? Because, hey, you say I've got a house, I want to list it, but there's some things you probably still need to do from getting your stuff in order before
Well,
you do
if
that.
they're going to list it, they're moving somewhere, right? So where are you moving, and what's your goal? And, are you downsizing, are you upsizing, and making sure that you have all of those steps in place before we put your house on the market.
Right.
So we know where you're going before we move you out of your house.
Right.
Even if you're going to build, and I've had some people that will list their house and want to move into a rental before they make that decision, because they don't want to run into like a double mortgage situation. So just knowing all of those things up front.
Sure.
And sitting down with a professional and addressing really what your goals are.
Right. And
So-
and we've got about 3 minutes, but the last thing I want to cover is a lot of people are still renting. And you have people that are not sure. And they're scared because they're like, I've been renting and I've been renting and renting, and they're paying the rent,
Yeah.
which they could be paying a mortgage. What do they need to do? I mean, how difficult is it just to make the jump? And once they get to the process, they realize, and you see it all the time, I've got my home, I
Yep.
made it, I did it. Is it that difficult? Is it that scary?
Well, for the renter, we do have a lot of people that are renting in our market, and we have very strong, renters. We have great professionals that move here. So as a landlord, if you're thinking about investments, there's really great opportunities
So there is
there.
a time for it, right?
Yes, but as a tenant, sometimes they're here for a job. They're not sure how long they're going to be here, or they're just not sure where that house is. Maybe they didn't find that perfect house. And they're looking for that, and giving them the courage to find what they're looking for. But then also, really it comes back to the financial part of it, and getting aligned with a lender that's going to give them the right advice to help them get into it. And that's why I say, even if it's 6 months, a year before you're really ready, it doesn't hurt to talk to those professionals, because they will give you the advice
Sure.
and build that relationship and be there for you when you need them.
Right. So really, there is a time for rental. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, if someone's relocating from another state,
Yep.
and the company's paying for it, that's a great time. No, but the other point is, if it's not, you're not sure yet.
Yep.
You're really not sure, and you haven't had your ducks put in a row.
Yeah.
You need to.
I
use that
personally did the same thing. I listed my house and staged it, prepared it like I tell my clients to do, and it sold in one day.
Bingo.
Full price.
Oh, I wonder why.
And
I wonder why your house sold in.
And I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, where am I going to move?
gotta go. And
So it was a good problem to have, but
it is a problem that can happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
it happens, and, there's nothing wrong with renting for a period of time. We have people that, come to us and say, I want to rent first because I'm new to the area.
Yeah.
I want to figure it out. And then they go from there.
Well, here she is, everyone. The lady, the star, Tiffany McPherson, already got an offer on one home, going to a closing right now. If you don't get her, I don't know what you're doing. But anyway, she'll be back next Friday. We'll be talking some more.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. We'll see you. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.